About the story of the Eiffel Tower, right? The man was from the big buildings, wanted to see the Eiffel Tower. So he goes to see the Eiffel Tower. He runs to the security guard. He said, "Hey, where's the Eiffel Tower?" Security guard busts out laughing.
Yeah.
He said, "Hey man, walk 15 paces north, east, south, or west, and look back." He does it and look back. Damn, the Eiffel Tower! He went back and said, "Why you didn't tell me the goddamn Eiffel Tower?" He said, "You was just too close to see it." Sometimes you be too close to your city, too close to Dallas, and you put yourself in a box. But somebody said that there's no longer a box. And the sky is no longer the limit.
The limit. Boy, you supposed to.
So when this kid brought me in, one-on-one, no big listening session. He said, "Yo, I want to get you on a record." I said, "What you want, Bobby? What you gonna write this shit? What you want me to do?"
Come on.
I can stand a ghostwriter. No, I want the shit you do. I said, "No, man, give me some. I want to say, because you know, you're an artist, and sometimes artists are particular about their shit. But when that bro brought me in, that motherfucker, man, he played out. So tonight, the sound system."
Missed it.
Right.
Missed it.
That's a
He
crazy.
mastered it.
Cause the shit that I heard,
Stuff how he won't do it.
Yeah.
y'all didn't get a chance to hear it.
It sounds different than how y'all heard it. I feel
Correctly.
Yeah.
But he's so professional. He said, "Fuck it," and he kept going.
Yeah.
I want to say something.
I want to say something.
Go ahead.
I remember it.
So I talked about all these different artists that I worked with. I'm gonna be very specific. I have worked on every Kanye West project since College Dropout. Every one of them, with the exception of Washington Raw. Before College Dropout, I was in Chicago. So for those that don't know, he's my younger cousin. I remember one time we was in Chicago. This had to have been 3 years before the release of College Dropout. And we were hanging out. We went to this club. It's called the Wild Hair. It's where they shot the scene for the movie. It was the movie about the poetry slam.
That poetry jam?
No, it's a movie. Oh God, it's about
Love Jones?
Love Jones. That club. It's in Chicago. It's a place called the Wild Hair. So we trying to go out. It's me and my wife, Ye, and his girlfriend at the time. And we going out, and so we call them up. We go into this club, and it's they tell us it's a reggae night, so we gonna go hear some reggae music. When we get there, and we done missed the reggae, and we find out they about to have an open mic, right? So they having an open mic. So yeah, it's like, oh shoot, I'm finna get in this. So this is way before College Dropout, right? And so at this time, he didn't have placements with like Jermaine Dupri. He had his first couple of placements. I think, you know, his whatever records was his first couple of placements. So he was kind of bubbling a little bit, right? So he wants to run. I was like, no, let me show you how to do it. Let me go up to the door, and I'm gonna tell him I got Kanye West out here, and we gonna walk in, you know, like, you know, it's got like entourage and shit. Like, we gotta do this shit right, player, you know. We can't just walk in and buy tickets and shit. Let me do this shit right, you know. He young, he just ready. I'm like, you know, we can't just walk in. Let me stay in the car. Let me go up there. So I go up there, I'm like, yo, I got Kanye West out, so we about to come in, right? And so we come in and stuff, and they're like, okay, they let us in and stuff. He's like, I want to sign up for the, I was like, no, player, you can't just get on the, he's like, no, man, this is what he was just so anxious. So he's like, bro, this is what I do. This is what I do. He's like, I get down with, you know, he was ready. So I was like, but at this point, because mind you, I'm 14 years older than him. I've been playing music professionally for years now. He's just up and coming. He got a couple of placements and stuff, and he's just like eager, right? He came, he's like, man, and so I talked to him. I was like, no, you don't want to. He wanted to get in the competition on the open mic, right? It was like for a $500 prize. I was like, no, bro, you already got me too big. It's like, let's put you in. You're just gonna be like a special guest, right? So he comes in. He was like, yo, I just did. I think he had done a movie for It was a movie. Oh man, he had just had a placement. I can't think of what that movie was, but he had a record on a soundtrack. He was like, so he goes up here. He goes up as a special guest, and he spit this song. He said, I got this movie. This movie's coming out. I just did this record. I'm gonna spit these bars, and he ended up spitting the song. He said, I just did this soundtrack. Here's a song he spit, and that was the first time I ever saw him perform. And I know that feeling when you see a legend. I know the feeling. I know what it looks like. I had never seen him perform before. This is a young Kanye West, 3-4 years before College Dropout. I know what it looks like. When I see this brother, when I watch him, I feel that experience all over again.
That's big.
Amen. Amen.
I feel the same thing all over
I
again.
walked in that fucking room, bro, and he commanded the room. It was just me. Like, you know, now you know BayBay has this little. But when a motherfucker do that to me,
You ain't trying to hear it.
I wasn't used to that.
Yeah.
And he played song, and he had a vision, and he told me what he was doing and where he came from. And then, last but not least, let's cut this record.
Oh yeah. Yes, sir.
And in one take.
Oh yeah.
One take?
He said one.
Yeah.
One take.
Yeah. Killed it.
Yes.
A movie.
Enough said.
It's funny because this feels like this is an attraction right now because we made about 95% of the album in 10 days. And we made it at Westlake Studios, same studio Michael Jackson made Thriller in.
Yeah.
You know.
What did College Dropout there?
Yeah, Studio B. Now I'm gonna show you how this is funny. So I would have this dry erase board and I would be writing out the goals for the album. And I would talk about it all the time and I was like, the bar for this has to be one of the greatest debut albums ever. Ever. And I was like, the bar is Good Kid, Mad City for Kendrick and College Dropout for Kanye West. Like, with my version, College Dropout was great because we hadn't really heard that story when it came out. Everybody else, like, he literally came in from the clothes to just the energy, and it was somebody that was as confident as all the street rappers, but being himself.
Right.
And I was like, okay, my story is about manifestation and leaving my job and things like that. That's my story.
Yeah.
So that's the story I'm going to tell because that's what's authentic to you. This is why it sounds good being on a song with Benny or Freddie because they're talking about their story.
Yeah.
And even though that story is different from my story, the similarity is it's our real story.
Yes.
It's our real story. So the bar for us was like, this needs to be College Dropout, Late Registration. And literally before we made the Heaven on Earth song, which is the second song we played, for the producers in the studio, I played most of Late Registration before we made that song, and that inspiration led us to that sample that you heard. Literally. So I played We Major. I want to say what's up to Tony Williams. We played Gone with Cameron. We played Late, the end of the album. We played like all of those songs. Real talk. We played all of those songs.
Check the Ruby out. Check the Ruby out.
This is for real. This and the Heaven on Earth. That was the last song that we did for the album. But so yeah, we set a high standard of greatness. Don't lower the bar. Don't move the goalposts closer because you're scared that you're gonna come up short. I'm somebody there's a lot of people when they live their life, they'll be on floor 1 and they'll say, I'm gonna get to floor 3, and that's the max goal I want to do. And then let's say they graduate and get to floor 5. To everybody they knew on floor 1, they're a hero.
Come on.
Because they under-promised and over-delivered. I'm somebody, I'll tell you, I'm going to the fucking moon. And if I fail like a motherfucker and I end up on floor 50, yeah, y'all gonna be talking like, oh, but he said he's going to the moon and he only got to floor 50. But at floor 50, I can't hear the complaints from people at floor 1.
No,
Come
sir.
on, man.
No, sir.
Come on, boy.
And that was the energy and that was the bar. We're not trying to make the best Dallas album, best Pleasant Grove album, or the best Dallas album, or the best United States album. I want to make the best album.
The best album.
I don't care about respectfully what Kendrick is doing or J. Cole is doing today. And those are some of my favorite artists, but I'm here, I'm putting my fucking flag in the ground. This is my time now. And that's the energy. And that's why I'm here today.
You see how he fucked y'all up too?
Salute.
That's the same shit he did to me. That's the same shit he did to me. That,
Yeah.
when he played him, I don't know what the fuck I came out. I was like, what is this shit gonna be?
Right. I respect it.
When I heard that shit, I was so ready to gather because I knew like people respect you on certain levels, whatever. But I knew the massive. I could go and grab them. Say, hey, come on over here. I just want you to come see what he guys, another artist. And then when you get in that motherfucker, he fucked you up like he fucked me up. I ain't want to be the only motherfucker that was fucked up. I want other motherfucker to be fucked up like me.
That come down is fucked up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Woo! And bro,
Man, I appreciate you, bro.
I'm so
OG.
happy
Yes.
because we needed the sound to fuck up.
Oh, we need it to be just like
and, for them,
that.
and for everybody to see the resilience, like the fact that you kept going and you stayed positive. That shit. Now I don't have to feel bad driving home.
It was all God's plan, my brother. Like it was something to show really the validity and the authentic nature of everything that the music is about.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna, like I said, you're gonna encounter all of those obstacles. So yeah, sound can be weird. It can stop midway through. That's just an opportunity to run it back.
Yes.
That's just an opportunity to hear it again. It was supposed to hear it again. Oh yeah, we moving rooms. We gonna do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We eat adversity for breakfast.
Come on, man.
That's right. That's good.
So,
Thank you.
the Sean Catering,
Oh, and thank y'all. Appreciate it.
We thank you.
Yo, thank you. I like the display. The I'm a queen. The I'm a king. Oh, what's?
Yeah, that's your best friend.
I got me some food.
The best.